Thanks for stopping by the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, December 4th. And you can see yesterday another kind of cloudy, overcast, gloomy day. We did try to get a few thin spots in the clouds, and we can see most of the snow all melted with the exception a little bit from the plows. And again, we expect more in the way of sunshine coming up over the next 7 days, but we do get another shot at maybe some light snow showers as we get into Thursday. The headlines will be partly sunny today. There'll be a chance of snow showers Thursday, and then we expect lots of sunshine as we go into the weekend, into early next week. And then later next week, we may see our temperatures warm up quite a bit towards the end of the week, into the weekend, and into the following week when we could see temperatures into the 40s coming up. And we got a pretty warm stretch of weather that may even last through the holidays, certainly up till Christmas is a possibility. Now, warmer weather doesn't mean no snow, but certainly we'll see no big Arctic outbreaks once we get past this one that we're in right now. And if we look at our normals for the day, our normal high is 37, the normal low is 22. And if we look at yesterday, we had a high of 36, a low of 28, just 1/100th of an inch of precipitation. That gave us a storm total of 34/100ths of an inch. You can see we're up to 29.86 so far for the season. And if we look at our temperatures starting out December on a warm note, now 4.4 degrees above normal per day, again very early in the season, or in the month rather. Our sunrise this morning at 7:54 and sunsets at 5:03, about 22 more days, and then we'll start seeing our days grow longer. As far as that storm over the weekend, you can see 27 tornadoes reported in Illinois. And as far as that system goes, when it moved its warm air into the Great Lakes, you can see Blissfield and Jasper hit 58 degrees, so quite spring-like out there in those areas of southeast lower Michigan. As far as this morning, quite a bit cooler. See temperatures mainly in the low to mid-20s, rather mid to upper 20s. The cold spot 24 at Newaygo, the warm spot at Lakeview at 29 degrees. On the satellite view, you can see the very expansive area of really very little in the way of systems. And again, high pressure is going to dominate much of the lower 48 for quite some time, with the exception of the southern states into the mid-Atlantic, where they could have quite a bit of rainfall and snowfall here over the next several days as the active storm track remains to our south. You can see the lake effect snows coming off the Great Lakes, but again, no system snows around the Great Lakes for us anytime soon, with the exception of that Clipper system coming in for Wednesday night. You can see on today's weather map, big area high pressure controls the weather, but we'll watch low pressure systems drop down into the plains and then move through the Great Lakes on Thursday. Behind that, another high pressure system will take over, and that'll just reinforce the cold air, and we'll have several days where lows will get down into the teens with highs only in the upper 20s to low 30s. So a rather cold pattern coming up. Again, we'll see more in the way of sunshine though as we get into the weekend, into early next week, and then finally by late next week we'll warm up. As far as precipitation, you can see that system coming in Thursday is not going to be a big deal. Many areas may not even see any measurable precipitation. Certainly it would be less than just a few 100ths of an inch. As far as snowfall goes, again, perhaps maybe a trace to a ½ inch across much of the MAC areas, a little bit more as you get towards the lake effect areas. But again, a rather dry pattern coming up, and cold here, at least over the next 5 or 6, maybe 7 days before we see things turn warmer. Then eventually we're going to see things turn a little bit wetter. You can see this warmth that we begin to see in the 6 to 10 will be in the second half of that period, and below normal rainfall again is expected during this time. And then we'll warm up quite a bit as we get into the 8 to 14 day outlook, and we'll see precipitation increase, especially once we get to about day 10. And again, until then, though, fairly dry conditions, but you can see we got some plenty of warmth coming this way here, and that looks like it may last into Christmas. So it looks like we have a chance of maybe seeing a green Christmas. However, some of our biggest snowstorms can occur with above normal temperatures, so we won't write that off. We'll continue to watch that here over the next couple of weeks. As far as the forecast goes, you can see mainly temperatures in the 30s, dropping into the upper 20s to low 30s as we get to the end of the week, into the weekend, and just a very low chance of some trace amounts of snow showers here for Wednesday night into Thursday, and then lots of sunshine coming up this weekend. So if you got travel plans this weekend, you shouldn't have any problems here in the Great Lakes. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.